Welcome to Musings with MastermindED. On this week's episode of Musings with MastermindED, we sit down with three educators to discuss a recent article in The Advocate entitled Why We Are Still Failing LGBTQ Students by Sabia Prescott. The link to that reading is in our video description. Enjoy.
Hi, my name's Katie Vance. I'm a librarian at Yokohama International School in Yokohama, Japan. My preferred gender pronouns are she and her. There's a lot of things about this article that really resonated with me, thinking about how to create an inclusive environment. I think that my school, while we still have a long way to go, is doing a lot of things right now to make this environment really inclusive. One of the things that our LGBTQ club at school is doing is working on training materials for teachers and for students on how to use less gendered language. So instead of saying boys go here, girls go here, maybe breaking people into groups by birth date, or breaking into people into groups by height, or based on where they're sitting in the room. Also, we have our expeditions coming up where students go on camp. So we're talking with teachers about how to address the topic of menstruation while camping, and to talk about it with everyone, no matter which gender you think they have, because there may be people that, while you think that they identify as a girl, might not identify as a girl, but do have to deal with menstruation while they are on camp, and that's a really important issue. We're also talking about, of course, at our school, we have a huge group of students and teachers every year that march in the Pride Parade, and it's well advertised on our school social media. So those are some of the things that we're doing that go beyond just talking about the gay civil rights movement. If you want to do something to create a more inclusive environment today, I really suggest that you consume more queer media. If you want some really good queer books to read, for a picture book, I suggest Bunny Bear. For a middle grades novel, I suggest Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World. If you want a nice, steamy young adult romance, Red, White, and Royal Blue. And for an adult book, Frankissstein by Jeanette Winterson recently blew my mind. Thank you for taking the time to listen.
Hi, my name is Justin, and I am a first grade teacher here at an international school in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand, and my pronouns are he, him, or they, them. And the two biggest things that I took away from that article were that we still have a long way to go, and that just accepting queer people is not enough. And in my current situation, I'm trying to create a more visibly queer space by being open about my sexuality and my queerness and how I have a partner and what that means for my students who are 6-7 years old, but also introducing queer literature in the classroom just by reading books that share the truths of others can really make a massive impact on how other kids view the world. So books like this one, for example, Worm Loves Worm, The Boy the Bindhi. This is a really beautiful book. I just read this the other day. And this is one of my favorite books. I haven't read it yet, though. From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea. Just by reading these pieces of literature is one small way to create a more diverse and a more open community. So, thank you.
Hello, my name is Kanako. I am a grade 4 EAL teacher at the American International School in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. My preferred pronouns are she, her, and hers. And one thing that resonated with me the most from the article is this quote. It said, "Many teachers have the will, but not the way to teach queer inclusive content." And I definitely agree with that because out of the 700 books that we have in our grade 4 library, there's maybe 2 or 3 that I can think of that have queer characters. And I think our school is at a point where when I placed an order for this book called Prince and the Knight, instead of A Princess and the Knight, I was a little nervous and afraid of what the response would be from my coworkers. One easy thing teachers can do is to, I think, stop using language that has gender attached to it. So like instead of saying, boys and girls, or hey guys, to address your students. They can say, friends, or in my case, I've started saying y'all to address everybody. So yeah.
To learn more about any of the resources that have been shared in this week's Musings with MastermindED, please see our video description.